What's going on, guys? DJ Ntrprz here, and welcome to my studio. I've been producing music since I was about 8 years old. Ever since Mum got me one of those Fisher-Price keyboards, jamming out on that, I knew that music production was in my blood. And in fact, it was confirmed for me again a few years later. Year 9 music elective. Got 29 out of 30 on my composition assignment, based on the war cries of the ancient Celts. And I knew that the transition between the ancient Celt war cries and bangers was something that had to be done. Good quality production's just gone straight out the window these days, because people give out all their sample packs, their artificial kicks. No one makes proper sounds anymore, proper music. But that's why DJ Ntrprz is different. I love making my percussion from scratch. And there is something truly special about creating a melody that comes from the heart. With a real instrument, that's what real music is. Now, like any good artist, I love keeping my inspiration very close to home. As you can see, got my vinyl collection here. Takes me back to a simpler time when DJing was more of a skill rather than just something that everyone does these days. And my favourite one here, the big fella Pavarotti, who I relate to on a spiritual level. You see, Pavarotti ghost produced the entire Three Tenors Act. Were it not for this big fella, they would have just been three fat guys on stage. Now, the introduction is the most underappreciated part of any electronic dance music track. That's why I make sure that all my intros are at least 15 minutes long, so the crowd has enough time to warm up, get into the vibe of my track before the drop hits and they lose their fucking minds. As you can see here, these are just some of the artists that I've helped ghost produce over the years. Some of them throw me a signed poster to say thanks for the work. It's the least they can do, really. In fact, come here. Now, these guys, the bass modulators, last year's DEF CON anthem, sound familiar? Sure, they did all the sound design, the production, but who watched 5 seasons of Game of Thrones back to back and came up with a name? This guy right here. See, now we've hit about the 20-minute mark, melody's kicking in. In fact, just wait for this. You're gonna hear it. You will definitely hear it. Oh, you feel that harmonica kick in right there? That's exactly what that is. Another big inspiration for me is my great-grandfather, keeping just there on the wall watching over me. He ghost produced every speech that Winston Churchill ever gave. In fact, that's where I got the name Ntrprz from, because everyone always said he was such an enterprising bloke. And I want to carry on his legacy by making bangers for punters to dance to at music festivals. I like to keep my pen and paper with me because inspiration can strike at any moment, and when it strikes, you've got to be ready to write down the lyrical genius that you have stumbled across, because that is what takes a regular track to an absolute cracker. Now, if there are any agents or record label managers who happen to be watching this video, know that I am available to be signed. Currently between labels at the moment, but I did hear that there might be a spot opening up on the We Are label, because Crisis Era pretty much made fun of everyone on that label. So Brendan Hart, have a heart, mate. I'm here for you. Promise I won't make fun of anyone. DJ Ntrprz out, brats.